U.S. is far, right? So to think to migrate to Dubai, it's a bit of a stretch,
Right.
but it's becoming more common for Americans to think to invest here for many reasons. Obviously, your yields, your return on investment, there's no property tax, there's no capital gains tax. Your average gross yield for apartments is about 7%. For villas is about 5%. You have your short-term rental industry, which is doing very well here, where you can get double-digit returns. And it just makes sense to invest here for Americans, especially because now in the U.S., the way the housing market is, it's not doing very well. Supply is very low. Demand is very high. You have these baby boomers sitting on their large properties, with a huge amount of equity that they cannot sell because they don't have another property to go into because it's not available, or they don't want to pay the extra amount in mortgage that they would be going from like a 2-3% to a 6 to 7% mortgage. So to take that equity and to invest here in the U.S. is a very smart decision that many Americans are doing. If you look at the numbers for tourism, the number 5 tourists here for the last few years have been Americans.
Interesting. Okay.
And TripAdvisor, for the last 2 years, Dubai is the number 1 destination in the world for travel, for holiday.
I didn't know that, actually.
Yes.
I mean, I'm not surprised.
But yeah, so we're starting to see a lot of Americans come in. And, Dubai, it's the happiest place in the world. It's the safest city in the world. I mean, we have so many titles to us that we have put under our belt over the years. GDP is growing significantly. Foreign direct investment has increased significantly over the years. During COVID, we had a V-shaped recovery. Forget the U-shape that they were talking about. We had a V-shaped recovery, and we've been breaking records ever since COVID in the real estate sector. Now we have 3.6 million people living here in Dubai. Both my daughters were born and raised here. And I wouldn't change that or have it any other way. They are being brought up in a society that's multicultural, multinational. There's over 200 nationalities here in Dubai. And the experience that they're getting here is nothing that I can show them or teach them in the U.S. And it just makes them more well-rounded individuals when they go off